Hello, everybody, and welcome back to LA Noire. Last time shit went down hardcore. We caught on to the morphine real quick. Started taking everybody down. Everybody was dying. Cohen was having people hit. But shit, it wasn't enough because Roy sold us out for sleeping with a German girl, and now we've been demoted to arson. This is the gas man. Everything is a fire from here on out. But it doesn't make these cases any less disturbing just because we've been demoted. Welcome to arson, everybody. We're getting near the end of the game. We only got a few cases left. I think like 4 or 5. Flip that thing over. Insta-heat. Insta-heat is really going to be coming under fire. Ha! Get it? Alico, shout out. Look at Cole. He's
okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps?
As much as I like
Phelps
porking your
is
wife.
up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man.
Yep.
But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs.
Biggs!
Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then.
By the way, Biggs.
Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened.
Okay.
Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
All right.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you.
So Biggs is the narrator
Get out!
of the game. If you remember from the
Voice get any on this?
very beginning, he was the person who narrated the beginning.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Come on, Biggs. Biggs is by far. I love Biggs. I think he's awesome. It's the voice, but it's also he's not like the other partners. You'll see why. Over time.
Isn't that the cop?
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm also the guy who fucked the German girl. Anyway. This is Biggs' car. I guess I'm driving Biggs? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna head to the Steffens house fire first. Alright. Here we are, we're back at it.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
He's got the
So
best
this is how it's
voice
going to be,
ever.
partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station with your chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now...
Man, Biggs, you got me all wrong, bud. See? This is why we drove the fire truck. You gotta prepare. Oh man. They're out of town. That's like the most devastating thing.
There isn't much left.
Fire is
There
just
never is if the job's
awful.
done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brad.
Oh, fuck
His name
off.
may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken.
Thanks.
Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Stephen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Man. Now, in terms of finding clues, arson is one of the hardest ones to find. This is the one that you're going to miss a lot of clues in, because the evidence isn't really in front of you. There's a lot of like kind of have to just walk everything and kind of hope that you
Recently serviced.
find stuff.
Could be something to go on.
Matthew Ryan was most recently serviced. So, there we go. So yeah, I mean the thing is that you can actually find a lot of evidence because you can go into the house, and you know there's lots of stuff that's just kind of laying all over the place, you know, and so it's really hard to know
Take a smarter man than me to connect
what
that.
is actual evidence and what isn't, because there's not really there's not like the little, you know, A, B, C flags that show evidence. So arson typically has the hardest. This is the hardest one to find clues in, to get all the clues. But we're gonna take our time to make sure we get everything. So let's go ahead and God, she's really ripped up, and understandably so. Let's talk to the husband.
Mr. Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Gulliver's Travel Agency, Catalina Island, departing 6 p.m. September 19th, issued on the 18th. So it was only issued the day before they left. Doesn't that seem a little suspicious? All right, travel competition.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Okay.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. Lady just rung up and told us we won.
All right.
It's the first time I ever won anything.
Suburban Redevelopment.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
I don't know. I don't really kind of believe that.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. My house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Now, if you're like me and you watch a lot of fucking movies, you know that this smells of a as a warning. You know, a lot of these houses have been sold and they're abandoned now because they want to build these homes, right? The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. So there's one guy that wants to hold out, you know. So this guy is like, I'm not moving. So what happens? The Suburban Redevelopment Fund knows that if they don't get him to move, they can't build their houses. So they secretly hire somebody to burn houses down so that they can... so he's forced to move away. That's really what it always seems like. But it's not necessarily the truth.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. Do you have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop in the car. We'll have Biggs drive.
You can drive.
We'll go to the Sawyer house fire. This is where we'll go next. Now, if it was just one house,
Have there been any other house fires?
it seems pretty easy to figure out.
We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
But there's another house that's further away from this. Mal's down here.
Hi, Albert. We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family
Thanks.
of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
All right.
Mal,
Hey, Mal.
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand.
Insta-heat, of course.
I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
I'm glad that Mal is still willing to be professional and courteous, you know, because that's really kind of what matters. Mal is the best of all of us. Alright, let's take a walk around the property. Car burned up too. Of course, we will check the bodies. Take a walk around though. It'd say water heater explosion, but typically the water heaters are on the outside, but it doesn't seem like there's anything out here. So let's take a look on the inside. Clock burned up. Fire is an ugly thing. What got here? What is this? Oh, it's a fan. I was like, what is this? Alright, let's take a look at the bodies. Seems like there might be anything. It might just be the bodies. Jesus.
The insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God.
Oh, there still is something. Oh, over here maybe? Is this it? This is it.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regular valve.
Good find.
We saw that guy
This is the
fucking,
next door neighbor.
fucking with
Detective
him at the
Phelps.
beginning.
Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But
Oh,
little Henry
boy.
got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
So see,
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
he likes fires.
Can't jump.
So yeah, that's 2 for 2 on the travel. Let me guess, Catalina Island?
Stop! LAPD!
See,
Yo, freeze,
Got
bitch!
an ID on you, firebug. Stop right there!
Freeze, bitch! I was in the Marines. Get him. Oh, well, we got him behind the bush. You were not allowed to see that tackle.
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Hello, Herbert Chapman.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
Or a
I keep
flame.
myself to myself.
Matchbook with the cigarette.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Let's go to Gulliver's Travel. That was a little awkward. In reality,
Unit any Century Unit 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
and do it. Basically, Cole is kind of begrudging. He did all this work for the department, and then all of a sudden somebody has pictures of him sleeping with a German girl. He knows it's an inside job, but he can't prove it. Let's hurry up and get there. I'm sick of this shit. Sick of this song. Woo! I'm gonna hop up on the
Think
sidewalk.
of the siren as lubricant for the great machine that is this city.
Woo! Woo! Look at this place. It's got a little plane on the. It's got a little prop engine on the front of a plane. Look at that. How cool is that shit? So we got like a 3D little mosaic right there in the front. How cool is that? I'd be impressed with this place. I'd be like, damn, I want to come here and go travel.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Biggs is not impressed. Alright, so family of 3. Catalina Island. Catalina Island. Issued on hold. It's all the Catalina fucking Island.
Here they are. Steffens.
Family of 5. It's all Catalina Island. There's Sawyers, of course.
The Sawyer family. Rosewood Avenue.
Alright, suburban redevelopment.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
Okay.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
Alright, promotional travel contest.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
I don't think that's necessarily how that works.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
See, so they pick and
Thanks for your
choose.
help. No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
We put him down for 50, Biggs. See? Now we're getting on the same page. Alright, now we'll head to suburban redevelopment.
Let me guess. You want to check out the suburban address?
Great partners must think alike, Herschel.
Alright, well. Look at all this land, by the way, they're building houses on. Woo! Woo!
Please!
Come on, that was some slick ass driving. Woo!
Come on!
Okay, that wasn't as slick, I admit it. Alright, we're almost there. Elysian Fields.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Well...
So Elysian Fields builds the houses, while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill.
From Mr. Leland Monroe, daily reports and requisitions must be addressed. Suburban Redevelopment submitted to triplicate. Failure to submit dailies is ground for dismissal. He wants to sit in the car. I want to walk around. Talk to you guys. No? Yes? Well, I think we got whatever we needed.
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Alright, well that's where we're going.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Los Angeles Speedway. Woo! Here we are.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Huh.
Reginald
Looks like it was
Varley.
recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Okay, so...
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Yeah. So then we stick this in the middle, right?
Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we can reproduce the results.
Well, why would the Bunsen burner be first? No, because the bubble has to be next to the mosquito coil. So the regular valve has to be in the middle.
Good, your regulator's in position. Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the...
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Okay. Alright, well.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Going to the InstaHeat factory.
Where exactly are we going?
That's where. We're going to InstaHeat, and I don't want to drive, so you're driving, Biggs.
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Here we are. InstaHeat. Well, before I do that, can I get in this truck?
You gotta be kidding me. We're driving this?
No. No, I was just getting in it.
Jesus, Cole. What's wrong with a good old-fashioned black and white?
Nothing. I want to get in this truck now.
How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
See? Told you, parking lots, man. This is how you do it. Let's get in this fancy-ass ride. Packard Custom. Okay.
Heavens to Betsy.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Okay. Ivan Rasick.
Grown men playing at being boys.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
I gotta have it.
Okay.
What the hell?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Alright, InstaHeat Model 70.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Really? Really?
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
And the service
Are
history?
these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Should I call him out on one of them? Use a name?
I think you're lying, Rasik. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Oh, well, we got the second one. Ryan or his statement? Oh, so he says it's easy to fuck with it. Let's do the heater service by Ryan.
What about Matthew Ryan?
That was it.
You know about Ryan, huh? All right, he's been in some trouble, I know that. He's done his time.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasik?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
All right.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Take another step this way.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective. Run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage.
Oh boy.
Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder.
Oh boy.
Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Jesus.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young
Oh,
lady.
I guess we know who we're going after.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasik. Desperate times indeed.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Biggs knows we're on to something.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasik.
Alright, Clemens. He has a anarchist.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Pamphlet. He has an anarchy pamphlet. Well, I guess that was it in there. Oh, he's got a fucking load of them. Look at this.
Circumstantial.
This is the guy handing out the pamphlets.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place. Don't we all?
Okay. Reginald Varley. He has a mosquito coil.
A company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
Nope, nope. Investigate. Investigate. Investigate further. Do it.
Varley
What's
has
in
a
there?
problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice.
Really?
Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
By all means.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Well, let's go. Let's just go down the list.
Well.
What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a dude. He's fucking with a regulator valve. Oh shit. Oh boy. Oh shit. It's just.
Can you drive to this one?
All right, so we're going to Clemens' place.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers, and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
All right, knowledge of Varley.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Yeah, you do. He fucking works with you.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
Employment with InstaHeat.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
So. Spill it.
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Jesus, Biggs.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
You and Ryan are 5th columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
No, but you gave him a pamphlet. Is there? Where else to Clemens?
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
Oh yeah, they were in Ryan's
All right,
locker.
Clemens, you're off the hook for the moment.
And Ryan gave him
work
one of those.
now.
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Don't even think about it. You're driving.
You're behind the wheel.
All right, we're Varley's place. Do we want to do Varley or do we want to do Ryan first? You know what? Let's do Ryan, because since Varley's wanted for murder, let's do Ryan first. Oh, for a second I thought, I was like, oh shit. Shit going down again?
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs. Arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan.
I said, son of a bitch.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
Woo!
Get in close and steer him off the tar.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Damn, he went through a sign and all.
Step on it, huh? Get me just a little closer. Lay into his wheel well. Come on. Quit horsing around, Phelps.
He's got an arson-related assault charge, and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle
on him.
This
My
man has got
God,
to be
there it was. What, drove right over his ass?
Show me your hands. Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Nope. Don't even think about it.
And where exactly are we going?
I guess we're going after Barley.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel. LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot.
Ah, hell. Oh my God, I shot him! I didn't mean to do that! Oh my God! I just meant to aim at him.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot. Stop or I will shoot!
There we go.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the city.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
All right, let's head down to Wilshire. Yay, I got it! That's the purpose I did it for. We're also going to be doing another achievement here in a minute. There's an achievement for using 4 intuition points and getting all the questions correct, so should be much easier with intuition. Since I have 4 points, I'll be able to use it. Woo! I don't believe it. Okay. I know that a couple of these, one of these guys has 4 questions.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Alright, let's talk to Ryan first.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
Alright, so he does have 4 questions. Alright, anarchist literature.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I do. He has the anarchist pamphlets. So I'm going to use an intuition. We're going to remove an answer. We're going to do lie.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan.
Should be the anarchist.
Delusional detective. What campaign?
Oh yeah, see, this just clears out a lot of stuff. The pamphlets.
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
Alright, Insta-Heat Model 70.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
I think that's a lie. Let's remove an answer. Oh yeah, he's lying.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Well, that's not proof. Oh, Ivan Rasic, yeah. He says it's easy to do. So obviously...
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay. So I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
Suburban redevelopment.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Alright. Well, remove an answer, of course. I don't think I have anything to catch him on a lie with, so...
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Barley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Oh, nice. Attempted murder charge. I thought Barley had the murder charge.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Oh, wait, well, no, he has that criminal record we can use against him. Remove an answer, and we'll just pick lie, criminal record.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
Criminal record. Right? Yes?
You were charged with attempted murder.
Yeah, boy, there it is.
Court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which like company? Motive.
As Festos Water Heater Company.
Well, obviously we're gonna leave him.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
I mean, he has motive to do so.
I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
You drove me up to Mulholland?
Alright, interview room 2.
I need a drink.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Jesus. Alright, work at Sawyer's residence.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
That's a lie, dude, because I
Why are you
literally...
lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
The service? You've serviced it multiple times.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Okay, suburban redevelopment.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
I mean... We do have Ryan's response. But is that enough? I mean, I think I want to keep. Well, see, I know he's lying.
How did
but
Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
I mean, we have his statement. Oh, but Clemens also talked about him. Let's use... Oh, man. If I feel like it's this one, but I want to pick this one because it's like... He also... Because he said stuff about Varley conspiring with suburban redevelopment, but he's also been saying that he offered kickbacks. We throw two people in there. Oh, come on, come on.
Clemens says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering.
Probably you could have picked both, actually.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money, but so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Well, he does have a mosquito coil.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire, huh?
I mean, the mosquito coil, right?
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on. Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
Well, here's the thing. I don't, you know, I've played this before, but I don't remember who is actually the suspect. But
we're done for now.
I don't believe it's Varley.
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
And the reason why it's not Varley is because he doesn't seem to have a motive. He's like, yeah, I took their money, but everybody took their money. You know, whereas Ryan is mad because his family died in a fire by a company that InstaHeat bought out.
He ran the light on Olympic, and we finally collared him on.
So where the fuck is interview room 1? It's back here. I want to make. Oh, it's right here. Duh. I do actually think it's Ryan because he has motive.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Well, we'll find out if I get 5 stars or not.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp on my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Sorry, Bix. Got all the clues, all the questions. 5 stars. Woo! So 5 stars basically means I picked the right guy. So it was Matthew Ryan. Fronts the grand jury with 4 murder charges around his neck and some arsons under his belt. Cutscene, or are we going to the next one? Cutscene it is. Speaking of arson, that dude with the flamethrower.
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We've a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Oh, fuck. That's right. I totally forgot. You get to play as Jack Kelso. A Walk in Elysian Fields. You actually get to play as Jack in one of these cases. I totally forgot about that. Alright, A Walk in Elysian Fields. That's going to be next time. The episodes are getting a little bit longer. These cases are they take a little bit more time. But of course, we're still going to keep it one case per video. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all on the next part of Walking Elysian Fields. So take care and goodbye.